Big man, you already know what it is, man. So let's get right to it. Okay, so we've got a war words going on none other than social media, man. The place where all beefs come to these days, man. And it's between none other than 600Breezy and Billionaire Black or Billy Black or Billy or whatever you want to call it, man. And it looks like, man, they're getting into it about who's real and who's not. That seems like to be the point of this whole argument, man. 600Breezy claims that Billy is not real because he says he's got paperwork on Billy showing that he told and ran to Arizona. And then Billy, he's saying that 600Breezy isn't real because he's not even from Chicago. He's really from Madison, Wisconsin. And he's saying that, man, nobody has ever told him he can't come back to his hood, and Breezy can't come back to his own hood. So I don't know. It seemed like some contradictions there, but we're going to get into the specifics of it and go through these posts. But before we do that, do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And man, let's get it. All right, now that we got that out of the way, man, so let's talk about these rappers beefing on social media all last night, man. It was real active on social media because everybody was posting live. Everybody was getting into it. But, man, let's talk about specifically these Chicago rappers, man. And when I say Chicago, I'm talking about none other than 600Breezy and Billionaire Black. Now, Billionaire Black and 600Breezy are naturally always going to be on opposite sides of things, man. You can hear from 600Breezy's name where he's from. He's obviously on that little Dirk side of the game, that King Von side of the game. And then you've got Billionaire Black. Billy, man, he is obviously on that FBG Duck Ruger side of the game. You know what I mean? So these cats got into it before in the past, man. It used to be a lot of coverage about it. But, man, last night, 600Breezy jumped out the window, man, with a post that he made about Billy, claiming that Billy is not real and that he actually got paperwork on him. 600Breezy put out this long list of things that he feels that somebody should do. And it was anonymous at first, and I was trying to figure it out because I seen it when it first dropped. And he said this verbatim. He said, stop snitching, kill somebody for your homie, buy some jewelry, go back to your hood, 63rd or the low end, it don't matter. Move your mama out the hundreds. Stop doing features for $800. This is a long list of things you need to do before I go back and forth with you. And then he left it at that. Now, for some of you who don't know, 600Breezy is pretty active on social media, man. And dude is funny, man. He makes a lot of posts and comments that, man, are hilarious, man. It's interesting to watch, to say the least. Now, he followed that up with another post. Now, in this post, I think this is what got under Billy's skin, man, because he posted this, and it's some paperwork, and you could see on the paperwork that it's some names, and this is in regards to a case that he's alleging that, you know, Billy had been telling on. Now, we know there's been times in hip-hop, especially, that fake paperwork has been put out there. So you never know when this paperwork is real or not. And sometimes the cats posting this paperwork don't know if it's real or not. But he posted that, and I guess he was allegedly alluding to the fact that Billy was out here telling, and that's why he moved to Arizona. Now, I know there's a such thing as the Witness Protection Program, and it's common for people to move out to Arizona when they're under it. But usually, you know, they hide their identity. They ain't allowed to go on social media. So I don't know if that's the case. But, man, we'll see where it goes from there. But 600Breezy, he obviously struck a nerve with none other than Billionaire Black. And Billionaire Black had to clap back. And he had a lot to say. So let's look at all these posts. On Billy's very first post, he posted this. And it was a song, but it was also a subliminal message in this to 600Breezy, I think. And he said, kill me if I snitch. Because if you snitch, I'm going to kill you. And basically with that post, he's just refuting what 600Breezy said. He said, man, I am not out here telling. And, man, if I did tell, handle your business. But I don't think he felt that was enough. So he went ahead and dropped a video, too, with 2 parts to it. And here that goes right here.
The difference for me and these, nobody never ever in their life told me that I couldn't come back to the hood. Unlike your goofy, there's so many on here telling you can't come back to your block, that you ain't valid. You from Madison, Wisconsin. Stop it. Stop posting fake paperwork, bro. That's so played out. Everybody in the world know that's fake, bro. You get no cool point for steady lying, bro. I'm supposed to know that.
Now, you heard from Billy's own mouth right there that, man, he does not believe in the validity of that paperwork, man. Now, we've seen it time and time again. When paperwork comes up, one side says it's not real, the other side says it is real, and you never know because, man, it's hard to test the validity of paperwork when we out here just on social media, just on the net. But there are certain clues that tell you if it's real or not. Now, from what 600Breezy showed us there, we can't tell if that's real paperwork or not, man. It's just a couple of sentences and a couple of names. It looks like somebody could have typed that up on Microsoft Word. You know what I mean? So I'll give Billy that. But he did kind of contradict himself a little bit. He said that 600Breezy was ousted out of his hood and he's not really, then he doubled back and said he's not really from a hood. He's from Madison, Wisconsin. So you can't be ousted from a hood if you're not from a hood. So, I mean, it just doesn't make sense. I mean, that's just logic. Now, I don't know all the inner workings of gang politics on the inner workings of most of Chicago's gangs. You know what I mean? Because that's a very personal and very, just distinct thing to each different set, to each different crew or whatever it is, right? But, man, it just seems like you can't have one and the other. It seems like either you're from there or you're not. You see what I'm saying? Now, Billy didn't stop there. He kept posting, man. He made a lot of posts and a lot of claims, man. And I'm going to pick out the finer points, man. The points where he was really, you could tell he was either subbing 600Breezy or he was just talking in general about the allegations. He followed up that video with this post right here where he said, after today, I'm done with the Instagram wars. Let's pull up, have a shootout. It's 2021. Let's see how tough these zesty cats is. Bapperton. So he's letting it be known that, man, for the rest of the year, he's talking about pulling up or nothing, man. And, man, that's going to be a hard standard to stick to, man. If you pull up on everybody you have internet funk with, man, you're going to have a busy year. Now, in this next post, he's going directly at 600Breezy's claims that he can't go back to the low end. So he's saying this. He said, I heard a cat say, I can't go back to the low ends. And he posted a video of him out there. And he followed that up with this. So he said this. He said, the last video is 3 months ago. I was in the rack with the real BDs on the low end. And then he hashtagged a couple of people, man, for validation, which is, it's proof that, he was actually out there, man. He ain't got no problem going back to Chicago. Because word is, Billy actually moved out to Arizona. And, man, a lot of people do that, man. A lot of people leave those cold weather places and onto warmer places where the opportunities and the economy are better. It's just one of those things that happens in life when people are progressing. Then he followed that up with this video right here.
I don't want to call no nigga that no pay. Show me how your house looking for them. What you driving and show your name on the lease, on the title, on whatever.
And in this video, he was basically putting it out there that he ain't messing with nobody unless you an owner like him. Now, he's saying that if you ain't owning no property, you ain't even got your name on the lease on the car, man, then he ain't messing with you. Now, you got to remember, I'm no financial analyst, but I know there's a such thing as depreciating and appreciating assets. So having your name on that house is way more important than having your name on that car. Now, he had one final video that he posted right here.
I was one op. He want me to say his name so bad to have you my inbox. You'll never get the clout from me, my friend, and get your broke bum.
And that was the last video that Billy posted, man. So I don't think he was talking about 600Breezy. I think he's talking about another op or maybe just some person who's, in Chicago that's not well known, because 600Breezy's got a pretty lit following on social media, to be honest with you. And so does Billy, man. But to be honest, I think, man, this thing might be just some internet stuff. I don't think there's going to be any recourse or after actions with this. And both of them will probably go their own separate ways and not have to worry about seeing each other again, man. Unless in the future they see each other at a music, show or something like that. But other than that, man, what do you guys think? Do you think that 600Breezy and Billionaire Black, man, they really got some issue? Or is this something that's just going to be an internet thing that flies by night? Now, with that, this been your boy Big Man. Please hit that like button. Please hit that subscribe button. And make sure you hit that notification bell so you get a notification every time I drop this hot content. And we out of here. Peace.